They laughed when you failed. They whispered when you fell. They doubted you, they dismissed you, and they thought that was the end of your story. But what they didn't know is that you were just getting started. Every failure you faced was not your finish line, it was your foundation. And now it's your time to rise. Failure has a funny way of revealing who's truly built for greatness. When you fall, the world gets quiet. People disappear. The applause stops, the support fades. You start to wonder if they were right. Maybe you aren't good enough. Maybe this dream really isn't for you. But deep down, there's a voice, quiet but powerful, that says, "Get up. You're not done yet." That voice is your truth. That voice is your comeback. Every person who has ever done something extraordinary has been laughed at first. They've been told they were crazy, unrealistic, too late, too early, too ambitious. But here's the thing. Every failure you've gone through was preparing you for the moment when you finally rise. The pain, the loss, the humiliation, they were building strength, resilience, and focus. The same people who laughed at you will eventually watch you and say, "I always knew they'd make it." But you'll know the truth. You made it because you didn't give up when it hurt. Your comeback isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you were always capable. When you stop trying to impress others and start honoring your own potential, everything changes. You stop chasing validation and start chasing growth. You realize failure wasn't rejection, it was redirection. It wasn't the end, it was the beginning of your evolution. Every time you rise after falling, you become stronger, sharper, wiser. The comeback version of you is someone no one saw coming, not even you. That version of you knows pain, knows loss, knows disappointment, but keeps moving anyway. Because now you've learned that strength isn't built in comfort. It's forged in the fire of your hardest days. So yes, let them laugh, let them doubt, let them say you won't make it, because the next time they see you, you won't just have succeeded, you'll have transformed. And that's the sweetest revenge, not anger, not pride, but peace, knowing you turned your failure into fuel and your pain into power. This is your comeback season. Quietly work, rebuild yourself, learn, grow, evolve. Because one day the same people who doubted you will be asking how you did it, and your answer will be simple: I never stopped believing, even when no one else did. Failure feels like the end. It feels like a door has slammed shut in your face and the world has stopped believing in you. You start to question everything, your choices, your dreams, even your worth. But failure is not the end of the road. It's the start of a new path you couldn't have seen before. The truth is, failure is one of life's most honest teachers. It strips away your illusions, your excuses, and your comfort zones. It leaves you face to face with who you really are. Not the version you show the world, but the one who has to decide whether to give up or to rise again. When everything falls apart, something powerful happens inside you. You stop chasing perfection and start chasing progress. You stop trying to impress people and start trying to improve yourself. Failure humbles you, but it also builds you. It forces you to slow down, to reflect, and to learn what truly matters. You begin to see that success isn't about never falling. It's about never staying down. The people who go the farthest in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to let failure define them. They turn their pain into perspective and their losses into lessons. The truth is, failure tests how badly you want it. It asks you one question: are you still willing to try when the world thinks you're done? Most people stop when it hurts. They see failure as proof they're not good enough. The few who keep going, the ones who use that pain as fuel, they discover a level of strength that can't be taught, only earned. Every time you fail and get back up, you rebuild a little stronger. You become more patient, more focused, more determined. Failure refines your character and forces you to evolve. It teaches you resilience, discipline, and humility. Qualities no success story can exist without. When you fail, you start to see what's real. The people who truly believe in you remain. The noise fades, the distractions disappear. You're left with raw truth, your dream, your effort, and your will to fight. And in that space, something magical happens. You start to rebuild, not from ego, but from authenticity. You start creating not to prove, but to grow. You stop being afraid of losing because you realize you've already survived it. Failure makes you fearless. It gives you perspective that those who've never fallen will never understand. What most people call the end is really the beginning of greatness. Every successful person you admire has stood in that same dark place, broke, rejected, humiliated, uncertain. But they decided not to stop there. They turned their lowest moment into their launching pad. The same pain that once broke them became the reason they became unstoppable. So when you fail, don't see it as a sign to quit. See it as life redirecting you toward your true potential. Because sometimes you have to lose everything to find what truly drives you. Silence is a strange and powerful space. It's the moment after failure when the noise fades. No applause, no validation, no one cheering you on. Just you and your thoughts. That silence can feel like isolation, like you've been forgotten by the world, but what you don't realize at first is that this silence is the most important part of your comeback story. It's the space where you rebuild, it's where you rediscover who you are without the opinions, without the pressure, without the expectations. Most people can't handle silence because it forces them to face themselves. But if you can sit in it, learn from it, and grow through it, you become unstoppable. When everything goes quiet, that's when your strength is tested. The silence after failure reveals the difference between those who are pretending to want it and those who truly do. When the lights are off and no one's watching, what do? Do you sit there and feel sorry for yourself? Or do you start working in the dark, quietly building your comeback? The strongest people you'll ever meet aren't loud about their growth. They're disciplined in their silence. They don't announce what they're doing next, they just do it. Because they've learned that real power doesn't need to be broadcasted. It's in silence that your focus sharpens. Without the distractions of noise and validation, you can finally hear your own inner voice, the one that tells you what you really want, what truly matters. You start to realize that your worth was never tied to what people said or how they reacted. The quiet moments teach you patience and perspective. You begin to understand that growth doesn't always look like movement. Sometimes it looks like stillness, reflection, and rebuilding piece by piece. The silence after failure is not punishment, it's preparation. It's life giving you the space to reset, realign, and return stronger when you're rebuilding. In silence, you also learn humility. You accept that you're not where you want to be yet, but you also recognize how far you've come. You stop needing to prove your worth because you're busy improving yourself. The world might have counted you out, but you start counting on yourself again. You learn to rely on your discipline instead of external motivation. You show up every day, not for attention, but because you made a promise to yourself to rise. And the beauty of that kind of growth is that no one sees it happening. Until one day, everyone does. The sill. Ents becomes your training ground. It's where you develop the resilience that others don't have because they were too afraid to be alone with their pain. In the quiet, you find clarity. You stop chasing recognition and start chasing mastery. You realize that your comeback doesn't need noise. It needs consistency. And when the time comes, when your results finally speak for themselves, the same people who forgot you existed will wonder how you did it. What they'll never understand is that your strength was built when no one was watching, in the silence they mistook for defeat. Your comeback was never meant to be about them. It was never meant to be about proving the doubters wrong, impressing the ones who left, or silencing the voices that mocked your failure. The truth is, if your motivation is to make others believe in you, you'll always be chasing something outside of yourself. The real victory begins the moment you stop performing for the crowd and start healing, rebuilding, and growing for yourself. When you finally shift your focus inward, when your reason for getting back up is no longer about validation, but about becoming who you were meant to be, everything changes. You move differently. You think differently. You rise differently. The world will always have opinions. People will talk when you fail, and they'll talk when you succeed. So why let their noise decide your direction? Every time you chase approval, you give away your power. You start making decisions that please others instead of honoring your purpose. You hide your pain, your progress, your truth, all because you're trying to fit someone else's idea of success. But your comeback is personal. It's your story. It's the private fight no one sees, the nights you stayed up questioning everything, the mornings you forced yourself to start again. No one else lived your pain, so no one else gets to define your comeback. When you stop caring about what others think, you start hearing what your heart wants. You realize that the person you were before the failure doesn't even exist anymore. You've outgrown them. Failure broke the old version of you, but that's what made space for the stronger one to emerge. This isn't about proving people wrong. It's about proving your belief right. The belief that you are more capable, more resilient, and more powerful than anyone ever gave you credit for, including yourself. That kind of confidence can't be handed to you. It's built from every time you chose yourself when no one else did. Once you stop chasing recognition, your energy shifts. You no longer move out of fear of being judged. You move out of purpose. You're no longer reacting to criticism. You're focused on growth. And the beautiful thing is, when you stop needing to prove yourself, you become unstoppable. You take the power that used to belong to their opinions and give it back to your actions. You don't need to announce your progress, you just live it. You don't need to defend your dream, you just build it. The proof becomes the life you're living. This is the secret behind every real comeback. It's not about revenge, it's not about validation. It's about liberation, freeing yourself from the need to be seen, liked, or approved. Because when you finally stop fighting for their attention, you make space for your evolution. And when you rise for yourself, your success becomes unshakable. It's no longer dependent on applause, it's built on purpose, peace, and self-belief. That's the kind of comeback no one can take from you. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers, but most people spend their lives running from it. They see pain as punishment, as something unfair or unbearable, instead of what it truly is, power in disguise. When you go through something that breaks you, you have two choices. You can let it destroy you, or you can use it to build yourself back stronger. The difference between the people who stay down and the ones who rise isn't luck or talent. It's how they handle pain. Pain changes you whether you like it or not, but how it changes you is up to you. You can let it harden your heart, or you can let it sharpen your mind. You can let it break your spirit, or you can let it build your resilience. Every person who's ever made a real comeback has had to face pain. It's unavoidable. When you lose, when you're rejected, when everything you worked for falls apart, it hurts. It feels unfair. But that pain is not the end. It's feedback. It's a signal that something needs to change, that something inside you is being tested, refined, and strengthened. Pain doesn't come to stop you, it comes to prepare you. The version of you that will rise from this won't be the same person who fell. You'll think differently, act differently, and value things you once overlooked. The pain that once felt unbearable becomes the reason you grow beyond who you used to be. There's a strength that only comes from surviving what tried to break you. Pain strips away your pride, your fear, your excuses. It forces you to look in the mirror and ask, who do I want to be now? You realize that you can't control what happens to you, but you can always control what you do with it. You start turning every setback into a stepping stone. Every disappointment becomes direction. Every scar becomes a story of strength. And with every moment you choose to keep going, your pain loses power over you. It becomes the fire that fuels you instead of the weight that holds you down. Pain is also what connects you to purpose. The things that hurt you the most often point to what you're meant to change, build, or inspire in others. The people who make the biggest impact in life aren't the ones who've avoided pain. They're the ones who've transformed it. They've taken their heartbreak and turned it into hope for someone else. They've taken their losses and turned them into lessons worth sharing. That's how pain becomes power. When it stops being about suffering and starts being about meaning, most people wait for the pain to go away before they move forward, but the truth is, you move forward with it. The pain doesn't disappear, you just grow stronger than it. That's where real power lives, in the ability to keep showing up even when it still hurts. The moment you realize that your pain doesn't define you but refines you, everything shifts. You stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? That question alone can turn the darkest chapter of your life into the very reason you rise higher than ever before. There's something powerful about quiet success. In a world where everyone is desperate to be seen, to prove, to post, and to shout about what they're doing, silence has become rare. And that's exactly what makes it powerful. The truth is, the loudest people aren't always the ones achieving the most. The ones who truly rise, who make real change, are often too busy building to broadcast. They let their results speak for them. They don't need to convince anyone of who they are, because their work already does that. When you're in your comeback phase, the most effective thing you can do is go silent and focus. Because silence protects your energy, guards your vision, and allows you to grow without interference. When people laugh at you or doubt you, it's tempting to want to prove them wrong right away. You want to show them you're still in the game, still capable, still fighting. But the problem with trying to prove yourself too early is that it shifts your focus from your purpose to their perception. You start chasing validation instead of excellence. You start moving to impress instead of improve. The real power comes when you learn to be still while you're building. You don't need to announce every step you're taking. You don't need to justify your journey. You just need to stay consistent and let time reveal what you've been working on. Because success is undeniable. Len, it's real. You won't have to explain it, they'll see it. There's a quiet confidence that comes from doing the work in the dark. You stop caring about applause because you're too focused on progress. You stop needing credit because you know the truth. The hours you've spent learning, the sacrifices you've made, the moments you kept going when no one was watching. That's the kind of effort that compounds. That's the kind of focus that builds legacies. And when your moment finally comes, when the results start to show, there's nothing sweeter than knowing you earned it without noise, without shortcuts, and without the need for anyone's approval. Letting success speak for itself also teaches you patience. It reminds you that real growth takes time. You can't rush mastery. You can't fast-track transformation. You build it one quiet day at a time. Every small effort compounds, and one day you wake up realizing you've become the person you used to dream of being. And when that happens, you don't need to scream it from rooftops. Your presence, your peace, and your progress will say it all. The most beautiful part of silent success is the peace it brings. When you no longer need to prove anything, you become untouchable. People can talk, assume, and underestimate you. It doesn't matter. You know what you're building. You know who you're becoming, and eventually your results will silence every doubt without you having to say a single word. The best revenge will always be transformation, quiet, consistent, and undeniable. When life knocks you down, when people laugh at your pain or doubt your ability to rise again, remember this: the story isn't over. You're still writing it. Every setback, every failure, every painful moment is just one chapter, not the whole book. What defines you isn't how many times you've fallen, but how many times you've stood back up. Your comeback isn't something that happens overnight. It's something that's built in silence, with discipline, with belief, and with relentless effort. You may not see the results right now, but every small step you take, every quiet decision you make to keep going, is building the foundation for something extraordinary. You have to understand, the same people who laughed at you, the same ones who doubted you, they will eventually fall silent. Not because you shouted louder, not because you sought revenge, but because your success will speak for itself. The pain you're feeling today, the doubt that's weighing on you, is shaping you into someone they won't even recognize tomorrow. Life doesn't break you to destroy you. It breaks you to rebuild you stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. So keep going, even when it's hard. Keep pushing, even when no one's clapping. Keep believing, even when you're the only one who does. Because your comeback story will be the proof that faith, persistence, and resilience can turn any failure into greatness. One day they'll look at you in awe, not because you told them what you were capable of, but because you showed them. And when that day comes, remember to stay humble. Remember to thank the struggle because it made you. Thank the pain because it taught you. And thank yourself because you never gave up. Thank you for watching this message. If this speech spoke to your heart, if it reminded you of your strength, then promise yourself you won't quit. Your story isn't finished yet. Take a deep breath, stand tall, and step back into your life with purpose. You are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Thank you for spending these minutes with me today. Keep believing, keep fighting, and remember, your comeback will be louder than your pain.